guys, in this video we can have a look on how to track motion in Blender and add your product into. Uh, I'm just using a Blender for this job because in my previous videos you have saw After Effects with Blender, but this is all about Blender. I'm gonna hit open and I'm gonna go ahead to the footage. I'll put the link in the description down below so you can check this footage out. Maybe. Okay, make sure that your rendering settings is matching or your output setting matches the clip. So here's the resolution, which is 25 and 60. I'm gonna hit enter, and also 1440, maybe hit enter. Make sure to have a perfect frame rate, which is 23, and this is something we have to change. Now in the setting, make prefetch. Prefetch is just making a preview or a proxies to play it smoothly. Now click detect feature and hit track forward, or maybe hit Control Z because we've not made any change to here. So I'm gonna change the motion to fine, which is these motion something. I'm just gonna expand these. As you can see, it's motion model. I'm gonna make it a fine. I'm gonna change this to previous frame. I'm gonna hit normalize. Well, what normalize do if the lights change, subtle change, not gonna affect our tracker, and this is something what we want. Okay, so now it's time to click detect features again. Hit track forward, and it will start tracking it. Okay, so we got something perfect. Now click detect features again and click backward to track it backward. So we have enough tracker to work with. You can go for add track minimum, but if you have more track, you have more data. If you have more data, it's mean that you can have an accurate track. So I'm gonna move to solve tab. I'm gonna make these in between 1 and 40 because I think there is a motion in between those frames. I'm gonna make it 140. I'm going to click focal length, optical center, and radial distortion because we don't know the exact values of the camera that we used. I downloaded this value from Pixels and I don't know what's the what was different properties of the camera while recording the footage. Okay, so now let's click solve camera motion and see what we get. Okay, so let's wait for these. It might take some time. So we got something like 1.17, which is not good. We want it to be less than 1, which is perfect. You can come up to cleanup. You can make the different cleanups to your tracker. But in my case, I have some special values that I checked out. And for these values, I'm gonna make it 31 and 1. Hit enter and hit clean tracks, filter tracks, and we click solve camera motion again. Okay, so let's try for these what we get. Okay, so we got something like 0.92. I think we need to increase it maybe. Filter tracks again and click solve camera motion. I think this time it will be better because we have removed so many trackers which were not doing great. So let's wait for these. We got something like 0.93. Maybe we can increase the error and filter the tracks. I'm gonna solve the camera again. Let's see what we get. Oh, we get the same value again. I think we're gonna play around with the frames. I'm gonna clean and filter tracks, solve camera motion again. And we got the same error here. Okay, we can choose different values. I'm gonna choose 50 for now, and I'm gonna click solve camera. We just got the same value. Make it 20. Solve camera motion. Refining solution. Okay, so I think I'm gonna click keyframe and let's see what we get. So again, we got the same error. I think we can try something else. Just to select these. I'm gonna reselect the 40 frame and not gonna change anything. So I'm gonna come to here maybe and click info. It will show info to all of the trackers. that we got here. I'm gonna select every one of them. Oh, we got a bunch of them, and we can't even look for a tracker. Maybe this one, because this is on the car and it have 1.31 pixel. I'm gonna delete it. I'm also gonna delete it. I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna delete this one. All of them that are on the tree are not the best one because they got red, and it just mean that it has so much problem. Just going to go to the end, because at the end there are so many trackers which just got stuck while tracking it. I'm just deleting them one by one. So it might be painful, but we have to do it because we have to work harder and do something better. Just get rid of this one. I'm gonna delete it. I'm also gonna delete it. I'm going to delete it, and yeah, let's try it again. Let's click solve camera and see. Yeah, we got much better than before. We can go for other tracker to get deleted. All on the trees are not the best tracker. I'm gonna delete all of them because the trees are moving maybe uh, due to the wind. I'm gonna select one by one. I'm gonna delete them because we don't actually need them. So make sure that the tracker that you are deleting is on the tree, something that is moving. That one also, and that one also, that one also. I think that's perfect. That one, and I think that one, maybe this one, maybe like this and this, and now I think this one also. Okay, right, let's see what we get. Solve camera motion, and let's see what amount of error we're gonna get here. Oh, we got something very bad. And this is what we want, so I'm just gonna turn off the info. Okay, so now it's time to start up the scene here. I'm gonna first select a floor. For the floor, you gotta select three tracker. If you click it, it will show you you have to select three trackers in order to make the floor. So I'm just going to select those three trackers from the center of these and hit floor. It is the floor. For origin, I'm gonna select D1, set the origin to here. And for X and Y axis, I'm just gonna select this one, set the X axis, and that one to set the Y axis. I think this one. Yeah, now we got something very perfect. If you just have a look at this, the Y axis will face this way and the X axis will face this way. I'm just gonna set the scale. For setting the scale, select two of them, hit set scale. So you can increase the distance between them. I can go to something like 12 and set scale. I think this is a lot. I'm gonna make it 11 and now set scale. I'm just gonna hit N, come to view and increase the end point to 10,000. So we will be able to see what is going on. I think we got very, I'm gonna go for 5. I'm gonna hit set scale. So now if we just set as background and hit set tracking scene, what we get, we can see that there is a cube. So in order to set the scale, I'm gonna go for 7 and hit set scale. I'm just gonna hit N. I'm gonna make it into something very high, maybe, but I think it's not even showing it. So I'm gonna make it 6, maybe, because we have to see what is going on. Yeah, this is perfect right now. So 0.71 can be decreased. I'm just gonna expand this window. We got some of them very bad. I'm gonna select one by one. Select them, delete them, select, delete. Those that are out of the line is going to be deleted. I'm gonna delete this one and this one also. If I now hit solve camera motion again, maybe we can make the error we increase it, but anyway, it's perfect right now. If we just see it and click play. Okay, so I'm gonna add a new window, general. I'm gonna add a layout. I'm gonna go to camera view. I'm gonna select the camera. Go to camera settings, go to background image, increase the opacity. So I'm gonna make the opacity a little bit higher. I'm gonna play it. We got some perfect track here. Now you can move the plan anywhere, but don't move it on z-axis. You will mess it up. I'm gonna delete the cube. This is the plan. Select it. Change the orientation to local. You can now move it on X and Y axis as you wish. You can scale it up, but you can't move it on the Z axis because it will just mess up the track and it will not work perfect. Yeah, got something very perfect here. And this is what I followed to make the video that I just that you just watched at the beginning of the video. Yeah, it's hiding because of the camera end point. It's just set to 100. You can make it 10,000, just a very high number to see the end clipping here. You can also just hit Shift A, cursor to select it. So you got a cursor in the center of this object. And now, okay. So we got two layers, which says foreground and background. We don't need background because that's what I want to do. Okay, so I'm just showing you how to do the final setting. You can add your product here and do whatever you want to do with it. Change it to cycles, you will get some perfect result. Change it to GPU compute, make it denoise, make sure that it's like transparent. In output setting, you can play around with videos, maybe. Control S, you gotta save it to somewhere you want. I'm gonna go for this folder. I'm gonna hit save for blended file and hit Control S. So we have saved our file. Okay, the first thing you need for this shot is the lighting. I'm just gonna add a cube. For the sake of the tutorial, I'm gonna move it up. I'm gonna scale it up. I'm gonna move it into the surface of the plan. I'm gonna hit Shift A, and I'm about to add a light, which is a sunlight. I'm gonna move it, rotate it on y-axis, maybe something like this. Maybe we can just rotate it. Hit Control S, go to Render View, and select the plan and just delete it because it's in the background. That's why it's not casting any shadows. I'm gonna add a new plan here. I'm gonna hit Shift A, add a new one, scale it up. As you can see, there is shadow going on. Come to object data, under visibility, make sure that shadow catcher is turned on so you will get some amazing shadow of the object. As you can see here, you can increase the intensity or the strength of the light. You can also increase the angle to make the shadows a little bit softer, maybe something like this. So when you track with Blender, you will have some default what is called, you got some default compositing nodes. So I don't need them. I'm just gonna delete them and hit Shift A. I'm gonna add a composite node to here. And I'm gonna add a movie clip to here. And I'm gonna add a scene uh, render layer to here. And this is foreground selected as a layer. I'm gonna add a Weaver node. These one Weaver node. I'm gonna connect these to these and also that to that. I'm gonna add an alpha over node to here. I'm gonna connect these with the upper socket. I'm gonna grab the render layer to the bottom socket. I'm gonna grab this to there, and I'm gonna make it to the Weaver also. Nothing here because we have not rendered our image. So I'm just gonna make the sample to 10 for the sake of the tutorial. I'm gonna render the image to show you how it feels like when you do so. So it's rendering and let's see what we get. Okay, so it's rendered and as you can see, we got a cube here, which is exactly in the center of the video, and this is what we want. So you can add your product here, whatever you want. As I added a burger in the center of the video, you can add your brand, your product to have, and it will look good. You can add simulation into these, and we got some cool shadows here. You can increase the softness with the sunlight settings, and that's it. Hit this red one and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching.